You're watching Hot Facts with Reese.
What makes customers on DoorDash feel the obligation to not tip? This isn't an argument. This isn't nothing like that. I'm genuinely curious what makes certain customers feel that they should go in and not tip their driver anything at all. I've had a lot of people saying comments like, well, I tip cash and this and that, and that's okay, that's fine and dandy, but that's a 1% chance. I've taken no tip orders to prove that theory to be wrong, and out of probably 30 to 40 deliveries that I've taken, out of 4,000 that have been no tips, I've maybe received a cash tip twice. I've probably received more cash tips on top of already being tipped in the app than I have on no tip customers. I understand people don't have it. I do. I understand that. With all the fees and everything else, I get that completely. So that's why I'm asking. Let me know in the comments below what makes you not tip.
Hot Facts with Reese. That was no giggity, no clout. Now, he said that, and I got a few issues here. He says that it's a 1% chance that a customer will go ahead and tip you in cash. Well, the study that I went over with the Washington Journal or the Washington Post, okay, 55% of Americans still tip in cash. To prove that is accurate, I have gone out with thousands and thousands of deliveries. I even have cash tip playlists there. My wife receives them when we do it, my deputy TFT, the DoorDash Revolution, and many more. When guys pull out these numbers out of 4,000 deliveries, they've only seen a cash tip in only this percentage of time. That is dead false. That means your service is not that great. I'm gonna tell you that right there. Okay, now, he also said that he receives more cash tips from people that actually tip on the app than tip in cash. I would like to ask this question, okay? What is the difference from one cash tip to the other? Because if you are receiving more cash tips when people already tip on the app, you are receiving cash tips. So how are you separating what cash tips count? I would like to ask that question, and let's make this whole thing all the way factual. I tip in cash. I'm one of the Americans that tip in cash. I am one of the Americans that tip in cash. Okay? That's what I do. Okay? I would like to ask that, because now you're saying that it doesn't happen, and that's false. Okay? We got to bring this to the light. We got to make sure that content is there. And if you're talking to a customer, I'll go ahead and say this for the customer. I have interviewed customers at their door. They say if the service is good, they go ahead and treat you right. Okay? That's all the way from you accepting the order, when the customer is communicating with you, you communicating back and doing all that stuff. When they watch you on the ring cam, all that stuff. When you close that gate behind, when you leave their property, they're watching all that stuff. Okay? They're watching all of that stuff. But if you ask most Americans, most of them will say if the service is great, they will get their pay. But I would like to just keep the same question here. How do you separate one cash tip from another one? If you would like to know more about what really goes on in the gig economy, do exactly what the next clip says.
Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on. Get these hot facts. Reese 006.